Tony with Utopia Trading here with another video on VWAP, whatever you want to call it. It is a good indicator to use when you're doing intraday trades or day trades. I wouldn't really recommend using it for anything outside of that. Some people do. But I will show you how to install it and how to use it and what it is in just 2 seconds. Okay, so first things first, how do you get VWAP installed on your computer? So the first thing you want to do is come up here to the, I always call this hourglass. It's not hourglass, but speaker type thing. Edit studies. Come over here to VWAP. Double click. It'll go right into the price area. Hit apply. And then OK. Now you'll have 3 lines here. You can get rid of these lines if you want. You can keep the middle line, however you want to use it. If you right click, edit study, you can change the colors, upper, lower. You can get rid of them if you want to not see the top or bottom. You just want to see the middle one or whatever. You can make them thicker or however you want to do it. So basically, that's how you get it on your chart to begin with. Basically, what is VWAP? VWAP is volume weighted average price. So what it does is it takes into account during the day every single transaction. So every single buy or sell, it takes into account the amount of shares times the amount of the price that those shares were traded at, and it takes into account every single one throughout the day up into whatever the current point you're looking at it. Then it divides it by the total amount of shares. So it takes shares times price for every single transaction up to that point, divided by the total shares transacted up to that point. So it basically gives you weighted average of volume in respect to the price. So that's the equation. Basically, in theory, that these typically worked at also as support resistance lines, and if something breaks through, just like it breaks through any other kind of support resistance line, then it's a good buy. So, like here, if it broke through here, then you'd buy or whatever. And it can trade between these bands, just like a Bollinger Band or anything else. And as you can see, as the price moves, then the lines move. If it's trading across, like this one happens to be trading across, it's going to probably trade across. So that's basically what it is. When trading with these, when you see a little candlestick poking through, unless it's completely cleared one way or the other, I wouldn't react on that. I'd wait just like any other line, right till you get a full candlestick above or below to make your determination on what you're going to do. And a lot of the big institutions use these to make their investments also when they're trading during the day. Like I said, these are basically used for day trading because it basically takes into account every single previous transaction and the volume to basically get this band here. So you use it because it's a way to see what's actually happening with the price of the stock. So that's what it is. You could read up more about it. There's a lot more to it. But that's it in a nutshell on how to get it on your chart. And if anybody was wondering what is VWAP and why do people use it, like I said, I would use it mainly for intraday trading, day trading. I wouldn't necessarily use it for longer than that, maybe a swing trade, but anything over a day is not it's going to be too averaged out, right? It's taking in account too many transactions for you really to see what the swings are doing. So that's it for me today. Utopia Trading, if you want to join our Discord group, it's a link in the description. Basically, we're a bunch of traders that got together and started our own group to discuss stocks that we're involved in. A lot of us typically trade OTC stocks, but like I always said, if you can trade OTC stocks, then you can trade anything. So if you want to join and learn some more, subscribe to this channel, like the channel, join our group. We have a lot of good discussions, bounce ideas off each other. Just disclaimer, you buy and sell and trade on your own volition. And this is in no means a recommend to buy or sell or when to buy or sell any stock. This is mainly for informational purposes only. Hope you guys have a green week, and I'll see you on the flip side.